Hello. I forgot to turn on the captioner. Hello. I forgot to switch off of Garfield as well, but oh well. I am gonna play some Runescape because I'm tired and I just want to zone out and listen to music, but I don't want to skip a stream. So here we are. It is Monday. That's the worst day to be Garfield, though. I hate it. Whoa, what the fuck was that? Is my computer dying? Weird. Anyways. I'm gonna listen to music and make some numbers go up. I super don't know what I was doing last in RuneScape. I think I was on like a questing spree or something like that. But I think there's some other stuff for me to be getting up to for a bit. God fucking stupid double click. I've got dailies to do and stuff, so there we go.
Wow.
Thank you for the resub, Porps. Okay, let's go ahead and switch over. I want to listen to Ginger Root. And I've just been on a Ginger Root kick recently, so... Hopefully the fact that there are lyrics does not screw me up too terribly bad. There we go. Put you up there in the corner. And is there anything else I need to do right now? That's probably fine. So I've got reward prize boxes to open up and stuff. So what do we got? Distraction and diversion reset tokens? Sure. Prismatic Star, sure. Jolly Roger Cape.
Dan Sapman gifted a tier 1 sub to your frienda.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Dan Sapman gifted a tier 1 sub to Laurent_Blue.
That's gonna be going for a little bit, eh? Thank you very much for the 10 gift subs, Dan. Oh, wait.
Dan Sapman gifted
Check
a tier 1
something.
sub to Jordane's Kitty.
CPU going nuts or something? Huh. Weird.
Dan Sapman gifted a tier 1 sub to Dream
Umbral chests.
Unskilled.
Get. Protean hide.
Dan Sapman gifted a tier 1 sub to Trendo Azuma.
Dab, at it again.
Dan Sapman gifted a tier 1 sub to Zelda.
Lucky offhand chaotic longsword.
Dan Sapman gifted a tier 1 sub to Magaken.
Lucky eagle-eyed kite shield.
Dan Sapman gifted a tier 1 sub to AQ Reader.
Damn, that's a level 80 item? Neat.
Dan Sapman gifted a tier 1 sub to Fire Nacho 1.
I have no space in my bank? Oh god, no.
Dan Sapman gifted a tier 1 sub to Lou Canada.
I got 500 raw beef in my bank? What was I doing? Snake hide, snake spine, bones. 300 impious ashes? What's this from? Oh, I think I had these for a clue or something. So let me look at those. Yak track list can just go. So that has its own interface. Doot. What bonus XP would I like? What are my skills at? Oh, I need more strength, but I already have a shitload of bonus strength XP. Farming. I've also got these random pirate items. My bank is a disaster. Clean that, put it back. Just hold on to that, I guess. What are my dailies? Brew 2 potions, mine some stuff, cook some stuff. What's... potions do I actually have the ingredients for? I do not remember at all. How you make any potions. Aggression potion. Ceradomin brew, is that good? Anti-poison? These are bank presets. Ceradomin brews are good. I think I also need toad flax for Ceradomin brews, which I guess I do have clean toad flax. Water in there. Alright, and then I also need crushed nests, which I should have a trillion of. Yeah, I got a couple of crushed nests. Alright, Ceradomins. Great. Put these back. Put these back, put these away. Don't have space in my bank. Just sell my brews. Okay. Mining, cooking. Cooking. Do I have fish just in my bank? Got some raw sharks. I don't remember if I can cook the raw sharks though. I cannot. What do I need? 80? What am I at for cooking? 73. Ways off. Alright, put the sharks back. What else we got? Beltfish? Oh wait, no. Let's just do desert soul. Also got some keys to crack into. Very exciting. Oh no, I burnt a soul. I'm burning a man's soul. 2 burnt souls? Come on, you can do that. You can do better. Okay. These away. I don't have a spot in my bank for cooked soul? What? I'm gonna dismantle this burnt fish. Yum, herring. Mining. What do I even care about for mining? I'm at 80-something. Banite. Oh, right. Banite is... It's a pain in the ass to get anywhere there's banite, right? Glacier Cave. Oh, that requires Ritual of the Majorat, which I don't think I've completed yet. Oh, right! That spot. Alright. Let's go over there. I'm not going to be completely efficient. Tragically. Because I don't have enough space in my bank to put away my combat gear. That's fine. Trying to relearn all of the random junk that you can do in this game. Gotta go click some rocks. Hello, Olaf Hrodson. I do not remember these butterflies at all. I barely remember anything. Okay. So after this, I think I have a quest basically complete that I just need to go hand in. And I think the only reason why I didn't actually complete it was because there was like... they were taking the server down for maintenance or something. Time for some rock clicking. Butterflies are a sign of bonus Kirby bosses. Well, good thing I'm just not going to interact with them, so I do not summon the bonus boss. The bonus balls. Yeah. There's the shiny. So how's everybody doing? What's everybody been up to today? Sorry for starting the stream so late. I'm feeling quite drained. I got to sleep at a more reasonable time last night, I think. I don't think it was too bad, but I woke up just like, ugh, tired. Apparently Lawyer Dog is also feeling somewhat under the weather. Level 65,000, huh? Okay. Finally got a productive spurt after being distracted by carts all week. Man, the folks in that server really do be just playing carts all day, every day. It's a little overwhelming. I saw that the server owner is in there now. Hopefully they are cool. And now people don't have to, like, forward all of the custom characters and, like, audio horn packs and all that shit. Just shove it directly in their face. Was fine, then sadness. Oh, sorry to hear. I figured it's probably going to take a bit to really get used to things. A lot of changes going on over there. And then even bigger changes coming up not too surprisingly soon. Got to 4th place when a bunch of the top racers were hanging out. Nice. Oh wait, did I play Loretta already? Do I have to skip Loretta? I think I did. And that just means we get to go to the Juban district. Reading some stuff, getting real anxious. Ah, it'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Mining Banite takes longer than I remember. Holy cow, this is slow. Cheerios for dinner. Yeah, I was thinking, like, I need to make some of the ham and egg sandwiches while the ham is still good, because we went to the Lawyer Dog and Lago, went to the grocery store. And the deli ham goes bad pretty quick, but I'm just tired. I don't wanna, but I wanna, but I don't wanna. It's not even that much effort. It's like usually around half an hour from starting to take everything out to washing the pan. So it's not like a huge ordeal. Ugh, I'm tired. I did play some magical cards with Lawyer Dog earlier. That was really fun. I keep thinking about, like, maybe I'll play some tabletop sim Commander or something on stream, but I always get a little worried about doing something like playing Magic on tabletop sim or any other kind of third-party program. I'm always spooked. Wizards is gonna see me and be like, "You're not allowed to do that," and then nuke me from orbit. Incredibly unlikely until I start getting into big boy streamer territory. But I like playing Magic. Mining Bitcoin. Oh no. Tree up with a story. There hasn't been a lot going on around here recently. Yeah, it's mostly just been like a lot of Magic, some prolonged kitchen conversations about Magic. Poor Lago. But like, in addition to both me and Lawyer Dog being pretty into the new set that just came out, there's also just like, the people in my server are playing a lot of Commander. Me and Lawyer Dog are playing a lot of Gladiator. Magic's hot right now. Feud. I know how to play Yu-Gi-Oh! So here's the thing about Yu-Gi-Oh! Alright, you did it. You successfully triggered a tangent. Here's the thing about Yu-Gi-Oh! Is that no deck that people play in Yu-Gi-Oh! Follows the rules of Yu-Gi-Oh! They just make up their own rules, and then, like, they just do things. They just make things happen. So, Magic as a game has a really good system of wording that it uses. It's very particular, and that particularity makes it really easy to keep track of certain things and how certain effects work, right? So, like, the word target. The word target is very specific, and it does very specific things. It functions in a very specific way. So anytime you see the word target on a card, you know exactly how that interaction is going to go. And if the word is choose, it functions differently. And that all, like, works within the rules of the game. And often, like, very few things will use the word choose, because the word target is the word, like, if it's using the word choose, then it's very specifically doing something different than something that targets. And targeting is just like, you're just pointing at a thing that exists in the game and being like, that. Target player, target creature. So, like, it can take some learning to learn all of the different, very particular words that Magic uses, but there's a very fundamental set of these words and, like, ways of phrasing effects and meanings that it uses. And once you understand that, pretty straightforward to understand most things about the game. Yu-Gi-Oh! On the other hand. Yu-Gi-Oh! Will put, like, the entirety of War and Peace on the front of one of these cards in the teeniest, tiniest possible lettering you've ever seen. And, like, you break out your electron microscope and go over this entire light novel. And when you get to the bottom of it, there's a distinct chance that you still don't actually know what it does, because it might be doing something, it might be doing the exact same thing that a different card does, it's just worded differently. Look at some of the more modern decks, they're stupid. That's the problem! Like, okay, I watch a good bit of Tolarian Community College, which is, like, mostly a Magic the Gathering YouTube channel, but they cover other card games as well. They cover, they did some Flesh and Blood gameplay recently. He's done a bunch of reviews of, like, that other game that Richard Garfield made a while back, where it's like all of the entire game is just pre-constructed decks, and you would just buy new decks and play them against each other and stuff like that. I don't remember the name of it. They cover a wide variety of trading card games. And at one point, they brought on some folks from a popular Yu-Gi-Oh! Channel. And I watched the gameplay video of just, like, them playing a bunch of games of Yu-Gi-Oh! Against each other. And as I am watching these games, every single, like, 90% of the gameplay was, like, one person explaining what every single card does, and sometimes the other person will, like, hey, could I see that? Like, they will look at the card, read the card themselves, and then just go, I'll take your word for it. Like, what? Like, these people who are ostensibly content creators, like, well-known content creators for this card game, are just like, oh yeah, we both brought some pretty high-tier decks, you know, and it's like, but these two people barely know what the other person's deck is doing. It's like, that, but don't you know how the game works? Aren't you playing the game? And even they are just like, yeah, sure, I believe you. When you say your deck just, like, does 13,000 damage to me out of nowhere, yeah, sounds about right. After the Yu-Gi-Oh! Channel guys looked at Magic the Gathering cards blind without knowing anything about Magic, yeah. And just, like, you know, the professor, the main guy behind Tolarian Community College, he'll play things up sometimes, but, like, every time he would look at a Yu-Gi-Oh! Card, he's just like, I can't read this. There's so many words. The text is so small. I don't know what this card does because I have it in my hand. I'm holding it in front of my face and I still cannot discern what it does. Here's a reason why most duels don't last over 3 turns. That's terrible! There's a term that Magic players use when it comes to testing and examining the functionality of their deck. It's called goldfishing. And what goldfishing is you will play your deck under the assumption that you are playing against a goldfish, which is to say they will just not do anything. And so Yu-Gi-Oh! As a game seems like it is a game entirely based around goldfishing. Of just like, here's what my deck does. I play one of these 3 cards, and these cards go get these cards, and these cards do this, this, and this, and if once this card is on the field, I can do this with any of these cards. And so once I get all of that going, then I attack my opponent for 40,000. What if your opponent goes first? Well, I've got a couple of cards that might be able to stop them. But generally, I just hope they don't. Small eyes, can't read. I can read any fucking Magic card. Even the old ones with the fucked up wording, I can still generally figure out what they do. That's another cool thing that Magic does, is just like, hey, we've got this old fucking card that just, like, the wording, the very specific wording on this card makes it function in a weird way, but we can still make the wording better if we ever reprint it. Let me see if I can find the original wording on Oubliette. Just give me Scryfall, please. Oubliette. Yeah, alright. So. Oh, I can't even do this the easy way. Alright, we'll do it the hard way then. Fuck! I hate trying to move my Spotify window. Like training a neural network to prevent off something activations. Alright, so... Oh. What happened? Okay. So we've got that one, and then let's get the new version. Okay. So. This is an older card from Arabian Nights. Woo! Yay! Oubliette! Okay. Check out the wording on this shit. Alright, very old card. Oubliette is an enchantment for 1 a black and a black. It's very hard to actually read the 1 generic mana little indicator there in the top right corner. Okay. Select a creature in play when Oubliette is cast. That creature is considered out of play for as long as Oubliette is in play. Hence, the creature cannot be the target of spells and cannot receive damage. Use special powers, attack, or defend. All counters and enchantments on the creature remain, but are also out of play. If Oubliette is removed, creature returns to play tapped. So, that's ridiculous. Almost none of that is how a card would be worded in modern Magic. Let's see the exact same card. Yay! But printed with new wording. When Oubliette enters the battlefield, target creature phases out until Oubliette leaves the battlefield. Tap that creature as it phases in this way. Auras and equipment phase out with it. While permanents are phased out, they are treated as though they don't exist. Way cleaner, way more straightforward, way more understandable. It has, yeah, the text in italics is referred to as reminder text. So you could just cut this card from 8 lines. Yeah, 8 lines of text that is very difficult to parse down to 4 lines of text that works consistently with other cards that have similar effects. And it just feels like this kind of approach to just hey, we fixed the card is something that Yu-Gi-Oh! Is just not gonna do. It did take him a while to get around to it, but... Jesus fucking Christ. Is this a pendulum effect? I have heard of pendulum effects as a thing that exists in Yu-Gi-Oh! Alright, everybody, get out your reading glasses. Alright. Endymion, the Mighty Master of Magic, is a dark creature. It is level 7. It has an 8 on the left, which is blue, and an 8 on the right, which is red. You can remove 6 spell counters from your field. Special summon this card from the Pendulum Zone. Then count the number of cards you control that have a spell counter. Destroy up to that many cards on the field. If you do, place spell counters on this card equal to the number of cards destroyed. You can only use the effect of Edaminion, the Mighty Master of Magic, once per turn. It is a spellcaster pendulum effect card with 2,800 attack and 1,700 defense. Once per turn, when a spell or trap card or effect is activated, quick effect, you can return one card you control with a spell counter to hand, and if you do, negate the activation. And if you do, destroy it. Then you can place the same number of spell counters on this card that the returned card had. While this spell has a spell counter, your opponents cannot target it with card effects. Also, it cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. When this card with a spell counter is destroyed by battle, you can add one normal spell from your deck to your hand. Even the title is a little squished. Yeah, they had to like make the name of the card slightly smaller because otherwise it would have overlapped with the fucking elemental type. I think if you play this, you should have to read every word on the card out loud every time you do anything with it. The upper text is when you use it as a spell card, the lower is if you use it as a monster. This is the card with the most text in Yu-Gi-Oh! Over 100 words! I had to submit essays with fewer words than this fucking trading card. So, as I'm looking through it, I'm trying so hard to, like, parse what it does. And it's like... Okay, so... Benefit of the doubt. Let's try to see if I can understand this card. So, this is a card that you can cast as a spell where you can remove a bunch of spell counters and destroy a bunch of stuff. Okay. Spell counters, I assume, are something that other cards from the set that this card was printed in would have. So, like, you play a monster and it comes in with a spell counter, and it gets spell counters from you doing things. I assume. So, the top effect, you can... Okay, so you can remove a bunch of spell counters from stuff you control. Special summon it from the Pendulum Zone. Absolutely no fucking idea what the Pendulum Zone is. So... It's... nope. You know what? I give up. There are so many fucking words on this card. There is no, like, simple way... It does not seem like there is, under the rules of Yu-Gi-Oh!, a simple way to phrase this. This card just does so many different things that there's just no... Like, I feel like there's nothing you can do to fix this card or cards like it. Sublime Epiphany. Okay. Here is a pretty complicated, recent Magic card that does a lot of things. Sublime Epiphany. So, for 4 and 2 blue mana, you can cast this instant card. So the timing of when you can utilize this card is entirely entirely told to you through the fact of like how instant cards work. A card that is an instant can be cast whenever you can cast an instant, which is at most times. Okay? What does it do? So, when you cast this spell, you can choose one or more from the following effects. So, if you can find yourself in a situation wherein all of these effects are applicable, you can do all of these things when this spell resolves. So, you can counter target spell. So, the spell doesn't happen and goes to the opponent's graveyard. Counter target activated or triggered ability. So, if you have a card that does a thing whenever you cast a spell, or if you, like, activate a thing that lets you cast a spell for free, or something like that, then you can count that effect. You can counter that effect, and when you counter it, it just doesn't happen. Great. Return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. What's a permanent? Anything that remains on the battlefield. It specifies non-land, so anything that isn't a land, you can return it to its owner's hand. So the player just picks it up. Create a token that's a copy of target creature you control. So a token is a permanent that doesn't exist anywhere other than on the battlefield. So you can create an extra one of a creature that you have. And target player draws a card. So you can make your opponent draw a card, or you can make yourself draw a card. So if you find yourself in a situation wherein your opponent casts a spell, and them casting a spell makes something happen, you can make the spell not happen, make the extra thing that happened from them casting the spell not happen, return a thing that they control to their hand, make a copy of a thing that you control, and draw a card. This card does a lot of things, but each of the individual effects, you can see, like, the particular wording that is used in each of these effects. And any one of those effects, you can put on any card, and it would still function the same way. Meanwhile, you go back to Endymion, Edamame. All of, like, not even looking at this effect, just this effect. Alright. Once per turn, when a spell or trap card effect is activated, but specifically quick effects. So it's not when the quick effect of a spell or trap card is activated. No, just like in parentheses, specification after the fact. You can return one card you control with a spell counter to the hand. Not your hand, the hand. And if you do, negate the activation. So, alright, the activation does not happen. And if you do, destroy it. Destroy it, destroy the spell or trap card whose activated ability was negated, I presume. Then, still part of the same effect being resolved, you can place the same number of spell counters on that card, on this card, that the returned card had. Oh yeah, you remember at the beginning of this effect, the card that you returned in order to negate the activation and destroy it? Yeah, I hope you didn't forget how many spell counters that had, because it's now relevant again. While this card has a spell counter, your opponents cannot target it with card effects, and it cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. But wouldn't targeting it, wouldn't stopping it from being destroyed also stop it, or wouldn't stopping it from being targeted also stop it from being destroyed? Is there a thing that are there effects that your opponents can do that destroy it without it being targeted? And if so, why would destroy be used as the exact same verb for both of those effects? When this card with a spell counter is destroyed by battle, you can add one normal spell from your deck or your hand. So, half of this paragraph is describing a bunch of shit that happens once per turn when a spell or trap card or effect is activated quick effect. And then the rest of it is just stuff that affects this card all the time. On Magic cards, those kinds of effects are listed separately, so that way you can understand, okay, all of this stuff is stuff that is only relevant under this condition. This condition being once per turn when a spell or trap card or effect is activated quick effect. But also, it being a Yu-Gi-Oh card, there's no fucking way that you would be able to fit all of this shit on this card as separate paragraphs. So it's just every single time you need to know anything that this card does, you need to read this entire block of text. Destruction, removal, and banishing are all different, and the distinction is important. Sure. There are different kinds of getting rid of a thing in Magic. I understand that. But it's just so particular. It's just so, it's so finicky in its wording, and I can kind of see how you would have difficulty wording this in any other way. But then why not just make it do something else? Why not just make it do a different thing so that you can word it in a way that makes sense? It's so obscene. Okay, that is funny. This is a funny card. However, that text does nothing. So there is a fuckload of text on this card, but it doesn't matter. It is not confusing functionally. I don't know why they would put this much flavor text on a card. I was like, the card is funny. Ooh, look, we're making a giant sushi ship. That's fun. And then the entire text on the card is just... it's just flavor text. It's just like telling a fun story about the lore behind the card. But still, why would you not shrink it a little? Why would you not reduce the number of words so you can make the words a little bigger so you can fucking read them? Why does the sushi ship have 2000 attack? Why not? Stats are real good. Yeah, 2000 attack, 0 defense. You try and play this card in defense mode, what are you doing with your life? That reminds me of a card from Guilds of Ravnica, or was this Ravnica Allegiance? This was Allegiance. Okay. I think my graphics card is sad. I'm having graphical glitches on my screen, and I don't like it. Where is it on my desktop? Let me go click a different rock.
Take it easy.
Where is it? I need to clean my desktop so bad. Holy cow. What a disaster. Here it is. Yep. Here's a fun card from Magic the Gathering. Catacomb Crocodile. It is a 3/7 crocodile for 4 and a black. And it doesn't have any kind of mechanics text. It's just a flavor text on it. And it's just a fun little poem. I am Sewer King, said Rat. I am quick and cunning, and I know every tunnel. No, I am king, said Zombie. I am cold and deadly, and no rot can harm me. Then Croc came and ate them both. And you know what? Readable text. Cut down to the bare essentials so that as you're reading, gets right to the fucking point. Not overly verbose. Yu-Gi-Oh! Just really needs to learn a lot about making cards readable from Magic.
I like it, I like it.
Yu-Gi-Oh! People need to read practical typography. It's just, like... Just make the card readable. I want to play, like... If you want me to play these cards, I need to be able to look at the card and see what it does. I need to be able to understand. And in order for it to be a fun and, like, engaging multiplayer experience wherein I am playing the game against an opponent who is also playing the game at the same time, both of us need to be able to look at this card and see what it does. And look, I played... What was it? Duel Links? I played Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links for... I played it a bunch for like a couple of weeks. And you know what I did while I was playing that game? I was desperately cracking packs from like 3 different sets to try and get, like, the handful of cards that my deck actually needed. And these sets like, rarely ever had other cards that would synergize across the sets. So it's like, I was playing Mercenaries for Hire. And, like, this one set had most of the Mercenaries for Hire. And then this other set had, like, 1 or 2. And then this other set had, like, 1 or 2. And so, once I had most of them from the set that had most of them, I needed to just open a bunch of packs of these 2 sets that had the 1 or 2 other Mercenaries that I wanted. And in doing so, would more often than not get the Mercenaries for Hire, and I would get a bunch of cards that did not synergize with any other cards that I had. Like, sometimes I would get cards that would synergize with each other because they were from the same set. But for the most part, like, between these 3 sets, the only cards that really synergized between them were the Mercenaries for Hire cards. So now, eventually I had all of the Mercenaries for Hire cards that I cared about and wanted to play, and I could make no other decks. Because so many Yu-Gi-Oh decks are just, like, I'm going to have this exact set of cards that do this very specific set of things with each other, and really don't interact with other cards from other sets. And, okay, so problems with actually building a collection and being able to build multiple different decks to play. Alright, sure. Problems with that, like, that is more so a digital problem. Because otherwise I would, like, if I were playing in paper, which I expect would be the expected way to play it, if I were playing in paper, I would just be able to, like, buy or trade for the cards that I needed with the cards that I opened. Sure, that's just trading cards, right? You want to know what I did with the Mercenaries for Hire deck once I actually had all of the cards that I wanted out of it? Turn 1, I would play a Mercenary for Hire that would go get another one out of my deck. I would play another one next turn that would allow me to put a bunch of them onto the field, give them all a bunch of attack, and then attack and kill my opponent. And if my opponent had a thing that killed me that killed me before I could do that, bummer. If my opponent could not stop me, then I do the exact same thing that I do every single time I load up this deck and play this game. Like, it feels like there is so little variety in the gameplay. Like, you shuffle up, sit across from your opponent, and within the first 3 turns, you want to do the exact thing that your deck is supposed to do, and you don't care what your opponent does, you're just going to sit there and you're going to do your thing, and if your opponent does their thing first, then you lose. If you do your thing first, then you win. There's so little interaction, there's so little back and forth. Like, there are decks in Yu-Gi-Oh! That do that, sure, but those decks are not fun to play against, because what do you do? Like, we're not playing a game. Like, me and my opponent, we are not playing a game with each other. I am doing a thing, and my opponent is doing a different thing. It's just, like, on average, Magic just has so many more avenues of interaction, and there is the expectation that interaction will be a part of the game. And it just feels like that's not really much of a thing in Yu-Gi-Oh! claim my rewards. Wow. Consuming this within Demonheim will allow you to get 50% more dungeoneering experience and tokens for that floor. Wow. Tell you that after you got walled by a blue player countering you for 3 turns in a row. You want to know what you do about... Okay. When you are playing against someone who is playing blue, they are spending resources to cast those counter spells. They are spending their mana, they are spending a card to stop the thing that you are trying to do before it enters the battlefield. Annoying, yes, but there are ways of dealing with that. There are multiple different avenues of dealing with that. Not every deck is going to be able to deal with just going 1-for-1 against the control player. And that just happens. Like, there is such a variety in the construction of these kinds of decks that sometimes it just doesn't work out. Bummer. It sucks, I know. It happens. But in Yu-Gi-Oh!, it's not your opponent counters your spells, it's your opponent just wins the game instead. And so, sure, it doesn't get dragged out for very long, but I mean, if you're playing against someone playing blue and they just counter every spell that you have in hand, then you've already lost the game anyway. And you don't have to keep playing that game and dragging it out and waiting for your opponent to win. Like, you didn't have a way to deal with your opponent's game plan, and that'll happen. That'll happen with any kind of game. Academy of Heroes again? Let's kill this imp. Wow. Wow. Incredible. Ooh, magic notepaper. Are you playing Raid Shadow Legends? Yeah, kind of feels that way, huh? Ooh, I get springs. The Super Cow is here. But yeah, there are ways of dealing with blue decks, like just drawing extra cards, getting more value out of the spells that you are able to resolve. Doing things at instant speed, blue players fucking hate when you do something at instant speed, because if their entire game plan is to just counter your spells, and you have something that you have with like flash or something that you can do at instant speed, then like their turn goes, okay, I draw my card, I untap, draw my card, pass the turn. Because what I'm going to do is I'm just going to wait for you to cast your spell, and I'm going to stop that. And then it gets to your turn, and you have a spell that has flash. So, you go, you look at your hand and say, I pass the turn. Your opponent is then just looks at their 3 counter spells in hand and goes, fuck, I just wasted my turn. It gets to their turn. They untap, but they didn't tap any mana because they didn't do anything with that turn cycle. They draw their card, and it's like, okay, go, pass the turn. Alright, on your opponent's turn, you cast your spell. This forces them to utilize their mana and their resources on their turn, so then when it gets back to you, you can then, you are then more likely to be able to resolve your spell because your opponent used a bunch of mana and one of their counterspells on their turn instead of yours. There's also just, like, you know, playing multiple cards in a turn. It is a good way to deal with control players, because they don't always have the counterspell. So it's just like, alright, on my turn, I'm gonna cast this creature. No. Next turn. Alright, I'm going to cast this creature. No. Okay, I'm gonna cast this other creature. Also. Oh. Yep. That happens. Did you know that Pot of Greed is forever super banned? Yeah? I can't imagine that there's any sanctioned format where you would be allowed to play Pot of Greed. It's ridiculous. It is a messed up card. People will play, like, cards that are vaguely similar to Pot of Greed with massive downsides. Just because they want to play Pot of Greed. Can I buy more bank space? I can purchase bank boosters. What does that cost? That's a lot of rune coins. How do I... Is there any other way to get more... Large bank booster? It costs multiple bonds? Nope. Is Academy of Heroes just a gacha game? Yeah, a little bit. I need to get rid of some of this shit. I don't need just regular bones. What am I doing with regular bones? Oh, I've got multiple... Oh wait, no, that's the replica statue piece. That's different. Oh well. Bury the bones. There is a more busted card. What would that be? What would a card more busted than Pot of Greed be? You know, let's... Oh, Max C. I have heard of Max C. Draw one card every time your opponent special summons. So, you use it from your hand, but do you have to discard it after you use it? Or can you just keep doing it? Ooh. My Saradomin brews sold. 24K. Okay, but okay, I understand how. Okay. Let me just look up Max C and see if I can parse how it functions. I looked on Scryfall. That's not gonna get me what I'm looking for. During either player's turn, you can send this card from your hand to the graveyard. This turn, each time your opponent special summons a monster, you immediately draw one card. You can only use one Max C per turn. Okay, so you do have to discard it, so you can't just use the same Max C over and over and over. However, the effect lasts for the rest of the turn. Yeah, in Yu-Gi-Oh! As a game, as it exists, that does seem like it would be pretty ridiculous. What the fuck? The Karis! Why am I... Oh, because the quest that I was doing. Let's go hand in that quest. I pacified the High Priest of Scabarus with a mix of conversation and good old-fashioned violence. He agreed to be peaceful from now on. I should report this to the High Priest of Icthalarin in Sophanum. Okay. Max C is legal in the original card game at 3 copies, but forbidden in the TCG, the traditional card game. But, like, it's specifically special summon, so if literally anyone were ever just, like, normal summoning a monster, then it wouldn't be a problem, but nobody just summons monsters. It's like if in Magic, people were just like, you're actually just casting a creature? What? Why would you do that? Good day. Greetings. How can I help you? I met with the High Priest of Scabarus, fought him, talked with him, and made him see sense. He has vowed that the followers of Scabarus will no longer be cause for alarm in Sophanum. Excellent, this is good news. Since Misa isn't here, might you be able to give me some sort of reward instead? I'll teach you how to make an enchanted water tiara by using water runes with a water tiara. It will protect you from the fierce desert heat, as you have protected the desert from the fierce Scabarites. Ooh. I can now craft an enchanted water tiara. Protects against desert heat. I just passed 200 quest points! Golly. Alright. What quests do I have available? Got a pirate quest. Majorat Mysteries. Soul's Bane. I will need to defeat level 50 to 58 enemies. Anger weapon cosmetic overrides. Pirate's treasure. White apron, 60 coins, or an activated ring of Charos for 30 coins. Do I have a white apron? I'm still just thinking about magic. I'm like going through some motions here in RuneScape, but I'm just thinking about magic and how much better magic is than Yu-Gi-Oh. I don't really get how I do not have a white apron. Where do I get an apron? I don't really understand people who... Like, I don't get Burke's perspective. Right? I don't get... blue countering my spells. And it's just like... Yeah, blue's annoying. But I get to keep playing the game when blue counters one of my spells. In Yu-Gi-Oh!, if my opponent does the thing that their deck wants to do, I just lose. I don't get to play the game anymore. I barely got to play the game in the first place. I don't get it. Also, one of the worst parts about trying to, like, clean up your inventory, like, clean up your bank in RuneScape is just like, yeah, but what if I need this random bullshit in here for a quest or something? What if I need this sieve for a quest in, like, 24 hours? There are ways of dealing with playing against blue decks. I've got just so much shit in my inventory. I don't know what I might need. I got exploding rodents. Or is that good? Do I need those for something? Oh, I finished the Yak Track thing. How did you use over 1,000 bank spaces? I don't know! Blue is not necessarily like more decisions being made. The big thing about blue is just threat assessment. The thing that really determines how things are going to go when a blue deck is at the table is just, is that player able to properly assess which things that your opponent is doing will actually win them the game? And those are the things that you need to stop. And everything else is just like, yeah, whatever. Hey, you can have that 2/2 creature that doesn't really do anything. And there are definitely ways of dealing with that. I understand, it's just like, sometimes it's just annoying. Sometimes it's just not fun playing against blue decks. And I get it, but what I don't get is I don't get how that could stop you from wanting to play Magic entirely. So it's making decisions. Sure, I guess it's more of just the way of phrasing it, but often a blue deck is not making a lot of individual decisions, or not decisions. They are not taking a lot of individual game actions. They are not doing a lot of things, because what they are doing is stopping you from doing your thing. Annoying, but like I said earlier, playing things at instant speed, do it like in standard right now, there are a lot of powerful, just like low-cost white creatures that have flash. Good way of dealing with counterspells. There are... Like I said earlier, casting multiple spells in a turn can often be too much for a blue player to overcome. But there's also situations like... Your opponent is only going to have so many counterspells. Your opponent is not always going to have the counter. So, if you have some way of generating extra value, if you have a thing that like makes tokens, that way, even if they do counter some of your spells, if you get through something that makes tokens or draws you extra cards, then that thing generating its value will represent that much more that your opponent will have to overcome in order to enact their game plan. Mono blue decks that are just like blue counter all of your shit, are often not going to have a lot of... They're not going to have ways of dealing with a lot of individually powerful permanents. They can stop you. They can stop your spells if that's the kind of deck they're playing. There's a series of cards that are furries for hire. Yeah, that's the deck that I talked about playing earlier when I did play Yu-Gi-Oh! I won a lot of games. The art on the cards was pretty cute. It was not fun to play. That's the problem. I generally just find Yu-Gi-Oh! Not particularly fun to play. Like, either I do my thing or my opponent does their thing. There's very few situations wherein both of us are actually playing the game at the same time. And it's just like, I could go play solitaire. fairy tale with cute princess furry characters. There's also like a I think relatively new archetype that involves a bunch of like streamers, like the characters depicted on the cards are streamers. I don't need this fucking sandstone. Why do I have this sandstone? Ooh, Spirit Shard. I don't need these darts. I don't need steel arrows. Fairy Tale Snow is one of the most banned cards because it was too good and the art is hella cute. Huh. Maybe someone on the Grand Exchange is gonna want some of these things. Here we go. Hey, look at that! Hey, somebody out there want to buy 2 steel arrows? Nice. I probably also just have a bunch of food that doesn't do anything. Probably get rid of those. Yeah, the wilderness is no longer PvP by default. You have to opt in. We've entered a different era. Synonym. What the fuck is raw beast meat used for? Wants to buy some beast meat, if you know what I mean. Let's cook some fish. Just clear up some fucking inventory space in my bank. Still got over 1,000 items in here. I didn't actually take out the wood. Dun-dun-dun. Magic the Gathering also has gay furries. Both halves of the gay furry romance, unfortunately, did get turned into cyber zombies. One of them got better. Also, apparently, something happened, like, after the most recent set that caused planeswalkers to not be planeswalkers anymore. Still not 100% sure what's going on with that. Ooh, sold the darts. Trout, trout, let it all out. These are the fish I can do without salmon. MTG has such cool furries, how come Ink Eyes isn't real? How can Ink Eyes be real if mirrors aren't real? Alright, well I've got a couple of bank slots now, I guess. What is bits of 8? What is this? For every 4 bits of 8 you bring to Redford Frank in Port Sarim, you will be able to claim 1 piece of loot from his chest once he opens it on May 3rd. Oh, they're doing something like that again? Okay. Alright, let's do this quest. Alright, I still haven't switched back from the Karis. Is there a bank? Yeah, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna hand in the bits. Alright. So now... there's allegedly a fishing supply store somewhere around here. And an item that I need inside. Give me that. Aha! You take an apron. It feels freshly starched and smells of laundry. Oh wait, is there a bank around here? Take you back to Grand Exchange. I want to wear the Ring of Charos to save 30 coins. I actually don't want to. Change my mind. But I do want to switch from this funny little knife to a big sword. Or do I want the big sword? Yeah, I want the big sword. Fuck it. I think I'm gonna try restarting my computer after the stream today. I am somewhat worried that my video card is experiencing difficulties. My video card is dying. That's quite bad. Because affording a new one, not an easy task. They are still quite expensive. Hello, sir. Arr, matey. Arr, I see you dredged up another chest from the depths of the sea. Aye, Hector's humid hoard be proven quite lucrative. That's great to hear. Any chance I could get some loot in exchange for keys again? I hope there's no toads in there this time. I actually found the key for this one myself. Took a peek at it earlier. Lots of piratey attire and pets, powerful items, and not one toad. But how can I earn loot if you don't need me to bring you keys? You can pay me for it in bits of 8. Until the end of May 2nd, you'll be able to find one of these every day when you arrive in Gilnor, and hourly while you're out and about. There'll be a cap of 16 a week, which resets every Wednesday. For every 8 bits of 8 you bring me, I'll reserve a piece of the treasure for you. Every 8 bits of 8, that piece will be from a special pool. That means roughly half of your loot will be piratey spoils and powerful items. On top of that, I instructed my crew to deliver you some extra pirate plunder for every 16 bits 8 you find. Each pirate plunder has a piece of loot from this here chest, as well as a title and some clothing worthy of a pirate. You can come claim your earned loot from May 3rd until the end of May 31st. I am in search of treasure. Our treasure you be after, aye? Well, I might be able to tell you where to find some, for a price. What sort of price? Well, for example, you can find me a bottle of rum, not just any rum, mind. I'd like some rum made on Karamja Island. There's no rum like Karamja rum. Nice. Okay, I'll bring you rum. You're a saint, although it'll take a miracle to get it off Karamja. What do you mean? The customs office has been clamping down on the export of spirits. You seem like a resourceful young lass. I'm sure you'll be able to find a way to slip the stuff past them. Well, I'll give it a shot. Arr, that's the spirit. Spirit? 'Cause rum. This quest is ancient. Originally released... Oh wait, it's listed in here, I think? Originally released in 2001. This quest is potentially older than some people who watch this stream. Alright, this quest can drink the rum. You're so right. Hello, Seaman. I would like to pay the cost. Yes, please. Wow, boat! The ship arrives at Karamja. Hello, Zombocom. I would like a rum. Thank you. Oh, wait. Over here. Hello, Luthus. Hello, I'm Luthus. I run the banana plantation here. That customs officer is annoying, isn't she? Well, I know her pretty well. She doesn't cause me any trouble anymore. She doesn't even search my export crates anymore. She knows they only contain bananas. Really? How interesting. Whereabouts do you send those to? There's a little shop over to Port Sarim that buys them by the crate. I believe it's run by a man called Widden. Time to pick bananas. Oh wait, no. Not time to pick bananas. I need to be allowed to pick bananas first. I'm skipping steps. Could you offer me employment on the plantation? Yeah, I can sort something out. There's a crate ready to be loaded onto the ship. You wouldn't believe the demand for bananas from Widden's shop over in Port Sarim. I think this is the third crate I've shipped this month. If you can fill it with bananas, I'll pay you 30 gold. Dun-dun-dun. I got an achievement. I picked banana. I need to eat 2 of these fish, I think. Yeah. No bananas left on the tree. Aha. Is that the crate? Oh wait, no. Over here. What's that? An air rune? Neat. What's in this crate? Completely empty. Use on crate. You stash the rum in the crate. Use banana on crate. Oh wait. Fill crate. There we go. Hey Lothus, I got a crate for you. I filled the crate with bananas. Well done, here's your payment. $30. And I got an achievement. Thank you, I'll be on my way. Wait, nope, don't pay fare, talk to. Can I help you? Can I journey on this ship? You need to be searched before you can board. Search away, I've got nothing to hide. Well, you've got some odd stuff, but it's all legal. Now you need to pay a boarding charge of 30 coins. Okay. Whee! Travel, Port Sarim. Getting all kinds of achievements and completions and all that jazz. Oh, over here. Hey, Widden! Hey, you can't go in there. Only employees at the grocery store can go in. Well, can I get a job here? Well, you're keen, I'll give you that. Okay, I'll give you a go. Have you got your own white apron? Got one right here. Wow, you're so well prepared. You're hired. Go through the back and tidy up for me. Search the banana crate. There are a lot of bananas in that crate. You find your bottle of rum. Do you want to take a banana? Yeah. Thanks, buddy.
The music just turns me on.
I got me rum back and a free banana. How could you turn down a deal like that? Hello, Frank. Have you brought some rum for your old mate, Frank? Yeah, I got some. Now, a deal's a deal. I'll tell you about the treasure I used to serve under a pirate named One-Eyed Hector. Hector were very successful and became very rich, but about a year ago we were boarded by customs and excise agents. Hector were killed along with many other crew. I were one of the few to escape, and I escaped with this. Frank happily takes the rum and hands you a key. This be Hector's key. I believe it opens his chest in his old room in the Blue Moon Inn in Varrock. Any luck, his treasure will still be there. Okay, thanks. I should have asked him why he didn't go get it, but it's too late. Someone killed an imp and didn't even take the hide? Rude. Oh boy, oh boy. All that's in the chest is a message. Visit the city of White Knights. In the park, Saradomin faces the X, which marks the spot. Woo! There's Valador. Do-do. Someone started a fire in the park. Ooh. Cool axe. Where's me spade? Do I not? There it is. Wait. Oh. I had to use dig on the pirate message, obviously. And as you can see, I had to fight a level 4 gardener, who dropped dead before I could even do anything about it. And then we dig. Congratulations! I got 2 quest points. One-Eyed Hector's treasure casket containing 450 coins, an emerald, and a gold ring. Ability to work as a menial laborer on a banana plantation. 30 coins for each export crate you fill with 10 bananas, and 2 treasure hunter keys. Wow. I need a jug of water, some logs. The start has been marked on my map, you say. Ah. Surely there's an easier way to get there, and I don't care to find it. I'm just gonna go over here. I've got a bank over here. Unlock all 4 seasons variation music. Great. I'm sure my farm is doing super fantastic without me having paid any attention to it for at least a month. Put this away, this way. Put the banana away. If you know what I mean. What do I need? Jug. Look at all that progress towards becoming a master farmer. Been going for almost 2 hours now? Time flies. Alright. Gotta talk to a fella in here. I gotta talk to someone on the first floor, which is not the ground floor. Oh wait, no it is. I thought we were working off of Britain rules here. Hello there, what's wrong? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so tired. I haven't slept in a week. Just like me, for real, for real. Why can't you sleep? It's rather hard, Intro's son, with the constant wah wah. Intro said it's natural, but it's so annoying. I suppose that's what kids do. It was fine until last week. Thieves broke in. They stole his favorite sleeping blanket. Now he won't rest until it's returned, and that means neither can I. Why would they steal a kid's blanket? Who knows, young scallywags? You'll find hundreds of people in the city marketplace pilfering from the stalls while the owner's backs are turned. Can I help at all? Would you? We wouldn't be able to help you as we are peaceful men, but we would be grateful for your help. Do you know where the thieves went? They hide in a secret cave near the battlefield to the west. It's hidden under a ring of stones. Please bring back the blanket. Wait, what? There's a bunch of ladders. I'm going down this one because it looks different. Oh, a goblin. We are now in the hoodlum's maze. I went the wrong way. I was looking for a hole, you're right. I can't deny it. I need to go down that hole. Don't I? Why is that ladder different? This hole is too strong for you, traveler. Yeah, seems like. Maybe that's just the way out. Zoom. There are rats down here. It's a good sign. Got some ogres. I'm doing the wrong quest. Get out of the hole, then. Oh. There's a different hole with a ladder going down, contained within a circle of stones nearby. That makes sense. Give me that blanket. Oh, this is where I need to be. All right. No, hello again. Please tell me you have the blanket. Yes, I recovered it from the clutches of the evil thieves. Really like us, excellent. Well done. Maybe I'll be able to get some sleep. Anything else? Glad you asked. You see, there's this party. Ooh, what party? Brother Andrew's son birthday party. He's gonna be 1 year old. That's sweet. It's also a great excuse for a drink. We just need Brother Cedric to return with the wine. Who's Brother Cedric? Cedric is a member of the Order, too. We sent him 3 days ago to collect wine, but he didn't return. He most likely got drunk and lost in the forest. I don't suppose you could look for him. Where should I look? Oh, you won't be far. I'm sure he just took a wrong turn between here and Arjgruden. I'll go find him. I found him. Brother Cedric, are you okay? Yeah, I'm very drunk. Brother Omad needs the wine for the party. Oh dear, I knew I had to do something. Find me a jug of water. Once I'm sober, I'll help you to get the wine back. Good thing there's a well right here. Drink this entire jug of water. Good stuff, my head's spinning. Ah, that's better. Now I just need to fix this cart and we can go to the party. Could you help? I'd be happy to. Excellent, I just need some wood. See what I can find. Here you go. Did you get some wood? Here you go. Well done, now I'll fix this car. You head back to Brother Omad and I'll tell him I'll be there soon. Okay. Where's Brother Omad? There you are. Hi, Omad. Brother Cedric is on the way. Good, good. Now we can party. I have little to repay you with, but I'd like to offer you some rune stones. But first, let's party. Yay! What a sick party. I got 2,000 woodcutting XP. Damn. 8 law runes? Damn. Gonna make the game too easy, just overloading me with sick rewards. Ice gloves. I think I have those. Put these runes away. Get rid of the pirate's message. Put my armor back on. Throw away this apron. Later, Badger. Thanks for hanging out. Just delete the apron. I don't need the apron for anything. It's time for Clock Tower. Alright. Ice gloves. Where? Alright. So we need to go back to Ardragon. I can't ask him about that during stream. So rude. Well, it's not rude, it's more dangerous. Oh, I got the little Pac-Man dots showing me the way. Wonderful. You, what up? Hello, Monk. Hello, adventurer. My name is Brother Kojo. Do you happen to know the time? No, sorry, I don't. Exactly. This clock tower is recently broken down, and without it, nobody can tell the correct time. I must fix it before the town people become too angry. I don't suppose you could assist me in the repairs. I'll pay you for your help. How much of a reward are we talking? Well, I'm only a monk, so I'm not exactly rich, but I assure you I'll give you a fair reward for the time spent assisting me in repairing the clock. Okay, old monk, what can I do? Oh, thank you, kind madam. In the cellar below, you'll need to find 4 cogs. They're... with a G. They're too heavy for me, but you'll be able to carry them one at a time. I know one goes on each floor, but I can't exactly remember which goes where specifically. I'm sure you could figure it out. I'll do my best. Thank you again, and remember, be careful, the cellar is full of strange beasts. Alright. Let's go get the red one. Y'all aren't gonna stop me from taking this cog, are you? Nah, all good.
Egg.
Hello, Dura. Thank you for the resub. Egg indeed. Do I need the rat poison for something? I don't know. Hopefully not. Ah, they're dungeon rats. Very dangerous. Testing 1, 2. Finish Freedom Planet 2 with the bonus ending? Nice. Good to hear. Maybe the monk knows how to open this gate? Yeah, jeez. Maybe the walkthrough knows how to open this gate. Well, the death throes of the rats have shaken the door loose. Great! Ah, damn it. I'm gonna have to do that again. Because you can only carry one cog at a time. Are you questing up for a requirement? I am questing up for completing the quests. The cog fits perfectly. Love quests that are complete. Yeah, well, I mean, I've completed almost half of them. And a lot of my skilling time was dedicated entirely to just having all of the requirements to complete every quest. Oh god. Alright, time to kill all the rats again. The gate has already been damaged. Wonderful. I'll just drop that right here. Sure, nobody's gonna be bothered. Climb up. White cog on the spindle. Doesn't fit. Wrong spindle. There we go. Wonderful.
Free love with 2 tank for him. Free love with 2 tank for him. Free love with 2 tank for him. Tank for him. Free love with 2 tank for him. Free love.
Oh wait.
Free love free with 2 tank for him. Tank for him. Understand the thing, understand the concept, understand the thing, understand the concept, understand the thing, understand the concept, understand the thing, understand the concept,
Aha. There's the ladder. Down we go. Now we follow this very long path. Oh. I suppose that's what I need the ice gloves for, huh? Alright. There's the giant rat that makes all the rules. Just pass right on by. No need to bother. Such a busy man. One of those old-fashioned quests where it's an excuse to make you explore the area. That makes sense. Upsy daisy. There we go. Down. Alright. And now we go touch some fire. This is the wrong way. I thought I needed the... I thought I got the red one from the room with the fire. I'm sure you can follow my logic there. Give me that. The power of the ice gloves allows you to cool down the hot cog and carry it. What are you looking at? Ah, just some rooms with spiders in it. And a fire. Just a really big fire that's always there. Because, you know, spiders are really into fire. Oh god, I actually ran out of run energy. Do your archaeology. Archaeology is definitely the thing that, like, the skill that I would get the most just mechanical benefits out of increasing at this point. Yo, what up? I replaced all the cogs. Really? Wait, listen. Well done, well done. Yes, 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 you've done it. You are clever. The townspeople will be able to know the correct time now. Thank you so much for all your help, and as promised, here's your reward. 500 coins. Amazing. Hazil Cult. Required items. A weapon and food might be useful. Okay. I need to fight a level 9 cultist. Whoa, watch out. Sounds like a real risky fight. You get to choose to be good or evil? What? I assume you chose to be evil for fun. No? It must be so well written then. Not a cult follower, Hazil's a little bitch. Alright, alright. Hello there. Bloomin' thieving weirdo cultists, why don't they leave me alone? String them all up, that's what I say. You probably deserve it. And who are you to judge me? You look like a peasant anyway. I'm wasting my time talking to you. Okay, fine. What's wrong? There's some kind of crazy cult dressed in all black who hangs out near the cave entrance in the forest south of here. The freaks keep breaking into my house. Have they taken much? They first broke in months ago and stole a suit of armor. The strange thing is they've broken in 4 times since but taken nothing. And you are? Why, I'm Sir Cecil Cornelian. We really are a famous bloodline and who've played a vital role in the politics of our dragoon for many generations. Perhaps you'd be able to assist me in returning the stolen armor for a modest cash reward. Ooh, 2,000. Sounds good. Excellent! I suggest you start looking near the cave entrance in the forest south of here. That's where they hang out. How do you know that? My old butler Higson once followed them to their hideout there. Unfortunately, the next night he died in his sleep. That's awful. No, it's okay. A replacement has arrived next day. He's been great. Cooks excellent broth. Yeah, I'll get to work. Ooh, my blue area. Uh-huh. Valve, 2 of 5. Turn right. You turn the large metal valve. Suddenly, beneath your feet, you hear the sudden sound of rushing water from the sudden sewer. Turn right. Alright. Turn left. Turn right. We're gonna turn that one right, too. Wonderful. Now that I've flooded the sewers, time to go into the sewers. I guess we'll go into this cave instead. Hello, Clivet. Do you know the Carnelians? You mind your business, I'll mind mine. Look, I know you're hiding something. I heard there's a cult hideout down here. If you want to stay healthy, you'll leave now. I have my orders. So that two-faced, cold-hearted snob has made you fall for his propaganda, huh? Sir Cyril Carnelian is a man of honor. Is he now? Is he really? There's a lot more to the Carnelians than meets the eye, you fool, and none of it is honorable. Do you want to know the truth? Nah. Then leave! Okay, fine. Do you want to know the truth about the honorable Carnelians? What do you mean? The Carnelian home does not belong to them. The builder of the house was Lord Haziel, one of the Majorat followers of Zamorak. Many years ago there was a civil war in this land, and the hateful Sardonis declared war on all Zamorkians who lived there. One fateful night, under cover of darkness, they stormed his home in an angry mob, torturing and butchering all the lawyers Zamorkians they encountered inside. The following morning, the Carnelian forefathers moved into the empty household and claimed it as their own. They've grown fat on the hard work of Lord Haziel ever since. Later, Ash. Guess how Haziel and Zamorak got that land in the first place? Probably by doing some chaos murder. That's kind of their whole thing, most of the time. Unluckily for them, Lord Haziel, as a Majorat, had access to powers and enchantments they knew nothing about, and made preparations for his return when first they began to storm his home. Soon the day will come when he will return to wreak his vengeance upon the thieves. The politics and histories of Ardogni do not concern me. That I have been given a job and intend to see it through to the end. Well then, friend, perhaps I could offer you a different job. Sooner or later, our master will return to this land, and those faithful to him will be well rewarded. Join our cult and assist us in his restoration. You will be bestowed with treasures. Try to prevent his return and suffer the wrath of Zamorak and the Majorat. I'll never help you! Then you are a fool. Go back to your small-minded, mundane little life. You'll never know the glories you could have tasted as one of us. The man jumps onto the raft and pushes off down into the sewer system. And then I do the exact same. The raft washes up the sewer past the islands until it reaches the end of the sewer passage. Yeah, I've never done most quests in RuneScape. Any quest that I have not completed on this character, I have never completed before. So it's new to me. Hello, Alimony? Alimony? How did you get here? I've come for the Carnelian family armor. Hand it over or face the consequences. I thought I made it clear to the butler you could not be allowed to interfere with our mission. The incompetent fool must be going soft. So the butler's part of your sordid little cult, huh? Thanks for telling me. Well, you won't live long enough to tell anyone. Prepare to die. Bonk. And he's back. Thank you for the armor. Oh, look at that. Look at that tooltip. Wonderful. Can't believe Sewer Raft Man left you on a spare craft to chase him on. Look, These cultists were smart. They would hang out somewhere other than a sewer. Oh, I can get an armor of my own to keep? Ooh! Kill him again. Wait. So can I drop this and then kill him, and does he drop another one if I don't have one in my inventory? Aha! Aha! Zoop! Alright. Yeah, people are just... Cults will get you. Sometimes. They're crafty like that. I killed the cult leader and he dropped your armor. Well done, I must say, I'm impressed. Come on, hand it over before we send you on your way with your payment. I'll get Jones to whip you up a batch of his special broth. I'd rather not if it's all the same to you. I overheard the cultists talking, and apparently Jones is in league with them. What? Jones, get over here. We're going to sort this out once and for all. Jones, the commoner says you had something to do with the theft of my armor. What did you say for yourself? Wasn't me, my lord. As you know, I'm a loyal servant. Quite right, too. I cannot fathom why the scoundrel would accuse you of a crime without evidence to back it up. Right, I've decided. I've given my word as a nobleman to reward you for your efforts in retrieving my armor, but I must compensate Jones for this terrible slander that you made against him. Sir Cyril gives you 5 coins. Sir Cyril gives Jones 1,995 coins. Now take it and leave, you scoundrel. Don't darken my doorstep ever again. Don't worry, my lord. This fool won't be bothering us anymore. Jones smirks at you. You're gonna need more than words to prove his treachery. Butler Jones glides away. I'll get the armor. It's fine. Search the wardrobe. It's empty. Wait, it didn't take the armor? Hang on. It didn't actually finish the event. There we go. You have kind of completed the Haziel cult. Come back up here, search the wardrobe. What? Empty. Your butler is in league with the cultists. You have to believe me. Where's your evidence? What? Oh, I'm looking in the wrong room. I'm an idiot. There we go. You search the cupboard thoroughly. You find a bottle of poison and a mysterious amulet. Cyril! What do you want now, you scoundrel? Look what I found in the cupboard. You hand Cyril the bottle of poison. I don't believe poison! Jones! Call my lord? Jones, what is poison doing in here? Poison? Yeah, it's for killing rats. Yeah, that's right, killing rats. I am but a loyal butler, sir. Rats, eh? Yeah, fair enough. Sorry to have doubted you, old boy. Then how about this? You show Cyril the amulet from the cupboard. What? I've seen this amulet before. The thieves must have broken in. One of them was wearing an identical amulet. Jones, I don't believe it. Jones, we trusted you. We took you into our home. You senile old fool, it was all too easy. I should have killed you and your pathetic family weeks ago. To think we took you in and trusted you. This is how you repay us. God, take him away. Attempted murder and burglary. Don't think this is the last you've heard of me, Cyril. You and your family will pay daily for this. Glory to Hazael, all praise Zamorak. Now come along quietly. There'll be no revenge where you're going. We got a nice secure jail cell waiting. Looks like I'm indebted to you, Sarah. No problem, we all make mistakes. But if it weren't for you, my whole family, we could have been... I apologize for my harshness before. The very least I could do is reward you for your noble efforts to offer my sincerest apologies as a lord and as gentleman. Thank you, Lord Cyril. No, thank you. Feel free to stop by anytime, adventurer. Hey! 2,000 coins. And I get to keep the armor. Wonderful. Oh, we're hitting 2.5 hours now, just a bit past midnight. That's probably a reasonable place to stop for now. This wasn't going to be a long stream, I just wanted to stream today. But I was not feeling great, so I decided to take a chill stream. Hopefully folks enjoyed. The armor's unmatched fashionscape. Well, I'll need to turn off the override. Wardrobe. Clear customization. Ah, yeah! Look at this Coke can ass armor right here. Wonderful. Chilled so good to the stream, you were productive all night? Hell yeah. Wonderful. And I completed several quests in Runescape. Everybody had a good time. Alright. What is that tapping? I'm just gonna close RuneScape in the background. I might play a little more later. Anyways, that was fun. Upcoming streams. We've got the Yakuza 5 finale on Tuesday, which is tomorrow, which is today, depending on your time zone. Thursday and Saturday, no particular plans in mind at the moment, but I'm thinking of maybe doing some Persona, maybe some kind of multiplayer or something. It seems like folks are hankering for some Gunfire Reborn, and I still haven't played the DLC for that, so maybe I'll check that out sometime later this week. Thanks again to Porps for the resub, Dan for the 10 gift subs, and Dura for the resub. And thanks to everyone for showing up and hanging out, chatting, all that good stuff. Is there someone for me to fling you all at? Mike is streaming, but the last couple of times that I raided Mike, it went questionably. Yeah, fuck it. Could suggest. Oh, well, sorry. Alright, I'm off. Later, y'all.